How many are we gonna do?
I don't know, how many you want to do?
Maybe we could just do like one pan's worth.
Yeah.
My name is Ethan and I am 10 years old. I am allergic to peanuts, hazelnuts, walnuts, pecans, pistachios, and cashews, and crustaceans. My favorite foods to eat are like Thai food, which I love. There's like all this Japanese food, pretty much all Asian food. I'm gonna make dumplings.
Yep, we're gonna make dumplings.
We're a family of 5, Mary and I, and we have 3 kids. I think like most families, each of our kids is individual in their own way.
All the kids are at the same elementary school together, our neighborhood school. So you'll find us scootering to school, meeting up with friends during the week, going to the local parks.
When Ethan was 2, we were at our prior home. I think we were in our kitchen, if I remember correctly. And we'd learned previously that he was allergic to lots of nuts, and so we were very careful about what we were feeding him. And we had thought that he was not allergic to shrimp or shellfish. That's what we'd been told from the tests. And so we were feeding him shrimp, and not too long after that, he started throwing up. And it was one of these moments where you just really don't know what's going on. Your kid's clearly having a reaction to something. And we went into crisis mode, trying to figure out what had gone on. We took him to the hospital. And as it turned out, we learned later that he really had a severe reaction and allergy to shellfish, even though prior we'd been told he wasn't. It was a real shock to us when we thought we'd done all the homework to figure out what he was allergic to and to be really careful about what we were feeding him, and then to have this reaction to something that we had been told was safe. It was a really scary moment for us.
We joined a clinical trial at Stanford when Ethan was approximately 5 years old. We were so fortunate to be part of the trial, and I would have done it again in a heartbeat. Fast forward 5 years, and this is available in the private setting, and it can be customized now.
Well, I had the chance to take Ethan for, I believe it was his first appointment at Latitude, and there were a couple things that really struck me. I think the first was everyone that I interacted with had a deep understanding of what we as a family had been going through and what it meant to have a severe allergy. And it's like you're with your people, because we talk about this all the time. And then when you talk to other families that don't go through that experience, it's like you're on another planet. And so to come to a place where everyone felt like they had that context and they had that understanding, I found very comforting. And the environment was also very calming. It had a nice sort of easy energy to it, which is so important when what you're doing there is associated with something that's inherently can be stressful.
When I went to Latitude, it's like I opened the door and and I look into this like big open area, and I'm like, this is definitely not like my other allergy appointments. And then like everyone comes and greets me, and I'm like, this is definitely not like my other things, my other appointments.
We're now in our maintenance phase of our family relationship with his allergies. And what that means for him is that he goes through a daily process of eating those allergens in certain amounts every day. He eats 6 different kinds of nuts and has shrimp or crab every day as well.
One thing I love to do is I like to take my doses in like foods that I really love. Like I love California rolls. So every once a week or twice a week Mommy gets me like a California roll, and that can be my dose for the day. And then I really enjoy eating my dose, and it's like fun.
One of the things you go through as a parent of a kid with allergies is you don't want them to be stressed out about food. And a lot of kids that have allergies are. And anything that you can do to make the environment in which you are dealing with your allergies to be calm and even fun, something that the kid looks forward to, is a huge deal, because what you hope is that they come out the other end of the process without that anxiety. And anything you can do to limit that, I think, is a real win. And I think it's actually one of the big achievements, in addition to the fact that Ethan can now travel with us, can go to restaurants, can go to school, and doesn't have to worry about what's getting cross-contaminated. He also just generally is not stressed out about food. And I know a lot of kids have challenges with that. And I think that's one of the biggest wins in the whole process.
At Latitude, you have this double benefit that you both have people that are experts in treating food allergies from the clinical side, but they also have a lot of parents there that have gone through this, so they can speak to both the medical side of it and just the side about being a parent. They really understand that part of it at Latitude.
Yeah, I mean, to that point, I think it's as much a clinic as a community. And I think the community part is just as important because of all the other things that you have to deal with as being a parent to a child with allergies, and how much value you can get by just talking to someone that's gone through the same thing.